My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's local SEO Semrush tutorial, it's been brought to my attention that there's a lot of tutorials out there, but none of them are actually showing you anything. They're just making an affiliate video. Well, in this video, I don't want to waste any time. What I want to show you is if you're doing local SEO for yourself, let's say you're a small business owner, you're doing local SEO for yourself. What do I actually use the tool for? So that's what I'm going to go through. I want to share with you what I use Semrush for. I'm not an affiliate. There's no link over to it. The only reason I'm making this video is because multiple business owners are like, is it worth the money? Should I pay the $100 or $150? So I want to share with you the aspects of the tool that you should primarily focus on if you're doing SEO. I know there's a lot of things it does. I get that. But what are you primarily using the tool for? And how do you use that functionality? On top of that, I'll share with you what are my thoughts on, is it worth the money for you? So I don't want to waste any time. Let's get directly into the video. Like I mentioned, there's no affiliates. I'm not sponsored. There's no link. Nothing. I was asked by business owners to make this video for them. How can they use the functionalities that I use? Because I zip through it so fast. Can I slow that process down and show them and explain to them what I'm doing? And that's what I'm going to do for you and for them. So let's not waste any time. I am promoting, of course, myself. I'm Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. I offer SEO services, consultation. If you click this yellow button and scroll down, I have a slew of services. Soon to come is going to be a complete done-for-you solution. Right now, we are white label, and we have one-off services. We do monthly, but check this out. And I own a proxy network, 4G mobile proxies. This is one of my companies. I own these for web scraping, private, dedicated, shared, rotating proxy network. And then if you just want education, I own SEO Mastermind, the #1 SEO mastermind online right now. It's a testing group, it's a group, and it's also training. All right. This is what I promote. I promote me. So with that being said, let me share with you how you can use the tool. All right. Let's come on over here. This is just one of the assets I was looking at. I think this is a competitor of somebody I'm working with, but we'll go and we'll look up junk removal per se. All right. Here's some of the aspects that I'll touch on. All right. Keyword research that's actually useful. And how do you do it? Backlinks. What are you looking for? It's actually not backlinks. It's referring domains. And then how do I analyze these backlinks in order to come up with an off-page plan? Like precisely, like what are you looking at? Right. I've been asked that numerous times. I'll share that with you. What's anchor text? How do you find it? And what's actually important? Traffic, because there is a traffic functionality there, but it's really just an insight, a brief insight, unless you want to lay down thousands of dollars, which most business owners I talk to, they'd rather spend $2,000 or $3,000 on advertising, like LSA ads or something along these lines. And then last but not least, is it worth it? And regardless of what my opinion is, everybody has different aspects of the tool that they can utilize. All right. So let's start with keyword research. All right. There's tons of tutorials. They skim over it, but let me show you the two pieces of Semrush that are actually useful for me and where I use it. Now, of course, I could go to in-depth, but let me show you what's really important. Let's say, for instance, that you can tell what I was looking up. Let's say that I was looking for, here, let me clean this out. So, because I was looking up client stuff and I was doing all kinds of stuff here. Let's clear this out. Bear with me here. I was semi-prepared. I knew what I was going to talk about, but there's no scripts, nothing. You know, I just, it's what I think is important at the time. So let's just say this, all right? Keyword research, all right? Let's head on over here to Google. And let's just say that you are a personal injury lawyer. Let's say you're a personal injury lawyer in Houston, all right? And we're doing keyword research. There's two functionalities within the tool that I think that you as a small business owner or a local business owner that you need to pay attention to, all right? So here's what we're doing here. So you know the services you provide. So when you're looking to figure out variations or which volumes actually matter, like let's just say you're doing personal injury. So let's say it's personal injury lawyer. Well, do I want personal injury lawyer? Do I want lawyers? You're a chiropractor. Do you want chiropractors, chiropractors? Or let's say you're a chiropractor in Houston. Do I want chiropractor in Houston? Do I want Houston chiropractor? Do I want Houston chiropractors? Like which variation? So this is the keyword magic tool. It's listed over here on the left-hand side. I use this a lot. I love it. You put a tool into here, or you put a keyword into here, right up here into the top, and you click on this left-hand side, the keyword magic tool. And then look at this. I'll show you something. You have your volume, right? So here's volume, keyword difficulty, which in my opinion, I don't even use it. Like it doesn't matter. If you do a service and it says keyword difficulty 90, I'm still making a page. Like it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to get off of what we do because of keyword difficulty. Don't let this sway you. Right? Like, yeah, it might cost more dollars, but if you're in a high competition niche where your competition has a boatload of links, and I'll show you this, who cares? That means it's going to cost me more to reach the finish line. Doesn't mean that it's an investment, just like anything. And you're a business owner, so you know this already. All right. So we're looking at this here, and this piece here is there's commercial intent. So this is what we're after. Transactional, commercial, I is informational, and then you have N for navigational. I know you don't see those here, but those are the letters that matter. This is volume. This is how much opportunity for the overall month in the United States, because you can gauge this up here. You can choose your country. There's even a place that you can add in personalized data, or you can also add location-specific modifiers like Houston, Texas, if you want. All right. But here's the intent. Here's the overall volume. Keyword difficulty is irrelevant. Cost per click based on Google. I think they blend the data. If you're choosing variations and it comes down to, let's say there's a high volume keyword and they're very, very close, but one has a higher cost per click, I'm going to take the higher cost per click. Let's say it's chiropractor and chiropractors. Very, very close to one another. It's a variation. It's the same keyword, right? Google thinks it's the same. This one has a higher, better chance. More people are betting on it, right? It must convert better. There's a reason it costs more to bet on that word. That will sway my decision, right? But Keyword Magic Tool is how I come up with these things. And here's what's also great about Keyword Magic Tool. Depending on the type of research you're doing, it's also going to tell me the different SERP features. See this? SERP features. So it'll tell you, and it gives you these helpful little boxes here. Pretty tight, right? Awesome. So it's going to tell me, hey, there's a site link search box. Google is trying to steal all of the traffic from you. Like, I don't want to go after that. People want to, or people will tell you to go there. I don't want that. I want them to come visit me, right? But what I really like is, there's a video result or a video carousel or an image result. This tells me that I want to better optimize my images, or I want to put a video on the page and I want to create a piece of content, a video and an image, because I have multiple opportunities to capture a click. Super helpful, super helpful. And then of course, depending on your level of data, you can go back, you can look at the last year. It's super cool, but this is the Keyword Magic Tool. And this is going to tell us our volumes, which types of keywords we want, what type of intent it is. It tells us everything, poof, like that. Awesome. Here's another thing I use it for. All right. We'll stay with personal injury lawyer, but it doesn't matter your keyword. I'm just using this as an example because I know the space. It's fun for me, right? But you come over here, you go to questions. I talk about this all the time. If I am a personal injury lawyer, right? I'm looking to answer usually 6 questions, 7 if we're going to do a best of list, right? Who, what, when, why, where, how. Now, why is that? Because I've looked at the data, and who, what, when, why, where, and how is what generally has the volume. How much does it cost? When should I hire somebody? What is the best time to hire somebody, right? It's clear as day to look at the data and say, okay, I'm a personal injury lawyer. I click this in. What should I write about? I don't know what to write about. I don't know what information I need. Let the tool figure it out for you, right? That's why it's magic. You know what I'm saying? So I could put my primary keyword in here, click on question, and now I have a list of supporting content to create. Simple, easy. So supporting content and difficulties, volumes, we don't care about difficulties, but I'm mentioning it. That intent, super important. What's my intent, right? And then SERP functionalities, like SERP features. Is there a video? Is there an image? But this isn't just, extra opportunity. It's extra opportunity for content, right? You with me so far? Let's dig deeper. How else am I using this tool to figure out keyword? Well, here's what we do. All right. That's the keyword research tool. That's some of the functionalities of how I use it, and that's where it's at. But let's say that let's switch niches now. Let's say we're a chiropractor. Let's say that we're a chiropractor in LA County. Okay. So chiropractor. Okay. Los Angeles. So here's what we'll do. The areas that we want to target, right? Let's say you want to target an area. There's more than one keyword that you want to target. There's more than one service that you provide. And there's more than one area that we want to offer our service to potential customers, right? So what we'll do is, I showed you the keyword magic tool to figure out, okay, which variation, what are the costs per click, what is the volume? But we also like to pick up ideas from our competition. Why? The reason why is because traffic is the lifeblood of a website. I know this might sound immoral or whatever, but this is business. It's just business. If I can take the lifeblood from a website, that means the site is dying. So if we're in battle, if we're in website war, that's what we're in. Then I want to look at my competition in those markets targeting those services and figure out, well, which keywords are actually driving lifeblood traffic to my competition's website. And here's what we'll do. We'll put in chiropractor LA and we'll look around. Okay, who are the top players? You make a list. So here, you'll open this one up. You'll open this one up. And we already know they're winning for chiropractor Los Angeles. But what other keywords are driving traffic to the website? Which other specific keywords besides chiropractor LA and variations? Well, Semrush makes this super easy. And here's what you'll do. You'll type this in, you'll look for the competition, chiropractor LA, because I target Los Angeles and LA County. Now you want to get yourself a nice list of competitors. And besides their name, what other main drivers are sending traffic to that website? And that's what we're looking for. So you make a list of your competition. You make a list of the actual keywords that are driving traffic to the competition's website that aren't their brand name. Okay? And here's how you do it. So you open these up, and let's just say it's this guy. I know this is a directory, but we don't care. A site or a page ranks for more than one keyword. What are the keywords that we're not seeing? Semrush it's a tool. It's not missing anything. It's looking for data, right? And it's going to feed it to us for $100 a month. Right? So here, let's come into here. So we'll grab this. What you're looking to do is you're going to click on organic research. See this one, 1, 2, 3. See this one, organic research? Click on that. All right. You put this into organic research, and now we can see that website that's one of our competitors. They're probably beating us for all of our services in our target market. But again, we're not looking at just one competitor. We're looking for as many as possible, doing the services we provide in the areas we provide it. And we're making a list. And then we're going to go and check and see, well, what other keywords besides chiropractor are bringing that traffic, the lifeblood of the website. All right, you with me so far? So we put it into the organic keyword research tool. We put it in here. We scroll down and we're looking for top keywords. Now you can do this by page or by root domain. Okay. If I'm looking to enhance my page, I'll change this right here to the exact URL. If I just want to target this keyword, I want to take traffic from that page, right? Not just the overall website, or I'm looking for keyword ideas, but I want to extract traffic from that specific page. You look at the exact URL for your competition, and then you tune your page accordingly. But if I'm looking for ideas and ways to take over a SERP, this is the process. All right. So we're looking at the root domain. We're looking at this. You may want to take that exact URL, but again, I'm just showing you the tool and the functionality. Okay. So we look here. Target market is here, United States. Put this in root domain, and I scroll down. Top keywords of that page or that domain. And then we start picking up. Now I want to point out a section. I talked about this in the keyword magic tool, but I might have just glazed over it, but I want to point this out specifically. It's this one right here. It's the one they highlight first. Very important. This is traffic percentage. So when you scroll down, look at this. Now, The Joint, this is their name, but chiropractor near me is 15% of their overall traffic. Now, we're looking for, other than their brand name, which keywords are they getting? Of course, the near me. I get that. But what else is there? Okay, and then you're looking down here. But don't forget this row right here, traffic percentage. See, they have a very diverse, because they're a directory, they have a very diverse amount of keywords that they're ranking for. So what I'm getting at is we're looking for ones that are driving a majority of traffic to a specific page or to a specific site. That's our competitors targeting our services in our target area. What other keywords are they ranking for that we can also target, maybe within our main page, or create a brand new page for it? All right, you with me so far? Excellent. So that's the keyword magic tool in organic research. All right, let's talk about the next section here. All right, I have more of these videos, but I want to point some very key things out. Let's talk about backlinks. All right, but more importantly, referring domains. What's the difference? Where do you find them? Okay, so let's find a competition. Let's switch markets. All right, because again, it doesn't matter. That's what's the diversity. It doesn't matter your industry, niche, or where you're at. This tool can work for you. Okay. So I want to point this out. Let's go to a new market, new location, new service. What are we doing? Appliance repair? Great. Appliance repair it is. I've never won a spelling bee in my life. So Appliance. Did I get it right? Great. Appliance repair in Houston. Okay. So we're getting appliance repair Houston. What we're trying to come up with now is what's the difference between a backlink and a referring domain? Here's what's the difference. If I, chrispalmer.org, send you a backlink, that's a referring domain. But if I send you 1,000 backlinks, that's still only one referring domain. What you're after is referring domains. That's votes. A backlink doesn't matter. You can have 1,000 links from the same site, but it's only one actual link. So when you're looking or you're utilizing the tool, we're not looking at links. We're looking at referring domains. Now, where that is inside of this tool is if you look over here to the left-hand side, they section this off. See link building? Backlink analytics. Okay, it's right here. It's this one. Link building, backlink analytics. So we're doing appliance repair in Houston. Now I want to show you where that section is, the difference between backlinks and referring domains, how to sort them by quality, and then how to develop a plan for yourself on what you need to spend. Now, not all links are created equal, and I'm going to share with you what I mean by this, and then I'll share with you anchor text. Stick with me. So we're looking for appliance repair in Houston, right? Doesn't matter the niche. We scroll down the page, we're looking at a top performer. What are we trying to do? What matters, right? We did our research. We're looking at links now. How many links? How much money do we have to spend to compete or to dominate? Depends on how you look at things, right? So let's say this is a top player for us, and I don't know who these are. I'm pulling these randomly out of a hat, okay? If this is your site and you want me to take it down, message me. Under this video, I'll write off. I don't need any issues, okay? But what we're doing here is I'm going to grab this, and I want to show you the difference between these, all right? So we're going to the left-hand side under link building. This is backlink analytics, all right? What we're going to do is we're going to put this main website in. Yes, we're looking at the root domain because there's something called internal links. Oftentimes, people are going to look at the exact page, but they neglect the fact of internal linking, and this is not to be neglected. So what I like to do is I like to look at the overall. Like, let's get a general idea in our area. What do top players generally have? How many referring domains? But like I mentioned before, backlinks, referring domains, and all backlinks or referring domains are not created equal. So here's the metrics that matter, and here's what you're looking for on your top competitors, okay? Not just one. But what I mean is this. You want appliance repair, but you repair refrigerators, sub-zero refrigerators. You do appliance repair, and you do it in multiple areas. Go and find the key players. Make a list. Now we're going to go check referring domains and how many high quality links do they have, and we're going to come up with an average number. So we go find the top 10 guys, look at their referring domains, sort by authority score, and then make a list, add it all up, and divide by the 10. That's our average referring domain count. That's how many links we need to go buy or acquire, whatever, however you want to look at it. Nobody's acquiring links for free. All right? Especially in these local markets. Like, why would anybody send you a link to your whatever type of site? Doesn't happen. And that's why I'm showing you analytic tools, because there's gap analysis and there's all this type of stuff, and that might work for the big guys. But for you actual local businesses out there, nobody's linking to you for free. Like you might get your citations and your directories, but the stuff that's going to move the needle, there's going to be a cost, whether it's time, content, or dollars. No question about it. Okay? Let me show you. Put the website in. Backlink analytics. Now here's this. Backlinks, referring domains. See the difference? 450 sites, but I have 1,400 links. Links don't matter. It's referring domains. But like I mentioned before, not all referring domains are created equal. Okay? So we click on referring domains, and then we're looking to sort by quality. Like I mentioned, they're not all the same. So what we'll do is we'll come over here to the authority score right here, and we're going to sort by 10. Now, why 10, Chris? Because generally all of the little fluff stuff, directories and small issue stuff, like if you're spending money, it's at least an authority 10. So I'm looking to see, okay, what budget did they invest into their site? Because it's all about match and mirror in this game. It's how long can you wait? How patient are you? And how much can I push in now and wait till tomorrow to get my kickback, right? Like how focused and how consistent and persistent can you be, and how patient can you be, and how much are you willing to put in now so you can eat later? That's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort by 10. All right. So look at this. 10 good links. That's a long way from 1,400. So we have 10 good, it looked like it was doing math. So 34, let's just say on average, these links are $50 a unit. So how do you figure it out? Well, it's easy. Come down in here, 34 good referring domains, 34 times 50. I think for a $1,700 budget and you did good SEO, good internal linking, had good on-page SEO, good technical, a fast site, right? High converting, like you got to have the rest, right? But if you were to allocate these dollars, look at you can't deny facts or numbers. They have 34 good links, period blank. Now, whether you go to a vendor that's selling them for 500 or a guy that's selling them for 10, I need 34 of this high quality link style right here. And here's the numbers, but this is only one. Remember what I mentioned to you. You're looking for the top 10 competitors per service in the areas that matter to you. We need to build an average. So you go to each of the 10 players per service in your area, add up all their referring domains, sorting like this, add them all up, divide by 10, and whatever that average number is, that's your number. Now, depending on how much you spend, that's up to you. Depends on where you go. There's companies out there doing them for 400. There's companies out there doing them for 20, right? Doesn't matter. I'm showing you the math, all right? This is how you do it. But again, there's one more caveat when we're building backlinks, all right? I showed you backlinks and referring domains. I showed you how to sort. I even gave you the process to come up with the equation for how much you need to spend, right? Very simple stuff. Now, let me share with you one more difference. Like I mentioned before, not all links are created equal, okay? If you want to have the highest impact for a lower amount, we're also not only looking at referring domains, but we know the count. Let's just say that the average count was 34. Let's just say. How many of these links are they building that contain the primary keyword or a variation thereof? Okay? So if we're doing appliance repair in Houston, that any time the word appliance, the word repair, the word Texas, or the word Houston shows up, that's an optimized anchor text. Okay? And you need to take this into account when you're link building. Oftentimes, the stuff that's no follow, this is where you want to, like the bulk stuff, right? The safe stuff. See, most people do it the other way. They'll take their most potent stuff, and I learned this lesson the hard way, and I'm going to share it with you. Most people will take the most potent stuff and use their exact match. Fair is fair. But when you got to catch a person or a business owner that has 1,700 and they have almost 1,000 containing the primary term, I can't catch that. So you do it in reverse. You do brand with the most potent links, and then the rest you build with variations of anchor text on your safest sites. But again, I'm just showing you the strategies. You can do with it what you will. All right, let's move on. We looked at referring domains. I gave you the strategy for hunting them down. I shared with you anchor text and how to find it, how to look at it, what's useful, what's not. Let's move to the next thing. Again, I have more videos just like this about to come out. I want to make more of these tool videos to help small business owners like you get calls, leads, the stuff that matters, right? Like what's actually useful without a pitch. You see, I think this can be helpful for you. All right. And that's my main objective here. Because this stuff is hard. It's daunting. It takes a lot of time. So some of you are going to be able to take this resource and do it yourself. And that's awesome. But there's some of you that may need my assistance. And that's why I'm doing this. All right. So let's keep going here. I want to share with you traffic. Now, at the beginning of this conversation, like I mentioned to you, traffic is just a little look. It's an insight. Okay. Why is that? Because the traffic button, it's very expensive to pull a full traffic report. But if I can see where they're pulling traffic, not only inside this tool can I look and see the ads that they're running, but I can also see if they're getting traffic or if they're buying banner or if they're paying someone else's website to build traffic. This tool will tell me. Here's what I mean by this. So let's go to another niche or another category. And I want to point this out before I switch to the traffic. You know, you'll see a lot of people talking about outreach to a list they already have. I assure you, my friends, you as a local business owner, not only the time, but if you were to use this tool right here, the Backlink Gap tool, all right, I think it's an Ahrefs tool or a link building tool, and you start looking at the sites that your competition has, I guarantee you it's sites that will ask you for dollars in order to build a link. All right. 90% of the sites, there's going to be a dollar equation or they're going to want you to do something. It's either a link exchange, drop a link and there's a million outbound links on it. There's either dollars, time, or investment of some sort in order to acquire that. And we didn't even talk about the time to find this stuff. Okay. I want most people, they're doing outreach to a list they have already built. I've tried this. We did this in our group. I had 10,000 sites. Scraped my competition and we sent 10,000 emails. Yes, we had an excellent response rate, a response that everybody wanted dollars. Yes, it could have worked. It could have. But man, the negotiations, the cost they start with, the amount of time, effort, resource, time. What's your time worth? What's your time worth? It's usually not dollars. It's the amount of time. Moving on. Let me share with you the traffic. All right. Traffic. So it doesn't matter the niche. Let's say that you're a digital marketing agency. All right. I have a lot of friends out there. Maybe you. You're doing agency work, SEO, who knows? Website design. I don't know. But let's do digital marketing agency and let's do it in Tampa. All right. So we're going to Florida. We're looking for, it doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter the niche, the service. The tool will always work almost always unless you're in a super, super niche. Like there's like barely any players. Like there's no data is what I'm getting at. But here we go. Tampa Digital Marketing Agency. What we're going to do is we're going to pull a traffic report for Thrive. Now, there's two things that we want to look at when we're looking at traffic. Now, we could get into CTR and go down lots of rabbit holes. But what I want to share with you, local business owner, small business owner, doing this yourself, like what actually matters to somebody not trying to nerd out with CTR and do all kinds of crazy stuff. We want to see, okay, are they running ads? And what type of ads are they running? Why is that? The reason is because if you have a leading competitor that is running advertising, and inside of Semrush, I can see, hey, they have an ad that has been running for more than 90 days. That's a successful ad. Nobody's going to keep spending money unless it's working. So if they have an ad that's been running, and I could see that in Semrush very easily, and it's been running the same ad for a consistent period of time, well, what copy did they have? What did their web page look like? You see, it's a blueprint to find success. Success always leaves clues. So that's one piece. Let me show you how to do that. So let's just say that we're looking at this competitor and we want to see, well, what kind of ads are they running and which ones have been successful? So we can come over to here. Let me move my bottle out of the way. It's blocking my screen. And what we're going to do here is we are going to put this in the proper way. And we are then going to go to the domain overview. Inside of the domain overview, there's going to be 2 lines. Now, it does not look like they've been running a lot of traffic, but as you can see here on the organic side, majority of their traffic is organic, okay? But you can see these little blurbs here are paid traffic. They 60,000 paid visitors. There's some serious money here. Now, in order to see the exact layout, it's Guru, and I must not have updated my plan in a while here. So I can't show you the exact pictures. I used to have it. But I have a dedicated person to do this for me, but at least I could show it to you. So here is the paid traffic. It will tell you the exact paid traffic that they have. On top of this, here, let's go back over here. It will tell you how much, and if you pay the extra dollars, you can see the exact keywords. It'll tell you, it'll even show you pictures of the ads, exactly what I just said. It does exactly what I said it does. All right, it's amazing. So if paid traffic is very important to you, a lot of people it is. You can see the exact ads that are performing the best. You could copy the copy, and on top of that, I could see the landing pages that they're running to, the blueprint to find success. Let's get to the next piece of traffic. Now, here's why I don't like this tool for that, all right? Yes, it will give us an insight to show us some details, but in order to get advanced traffic, you can't just get the Guru plan. It's a very expensive report to get all of the data. Helpful tip. A lot of sites plug their GSC and their information into an information gathering hub, Semrush. I think that's why the cost is so high. I would be mindful of this, friends. I would be mindful of this if you're on the other side. It's great for us gathering information, but where do you think it all comes from? I don't know. I can't say for sure. Moving on. So here's where we're going to go for traffic and traffic insights. If you look down this list here, you go to traffic. Now we can see what type of traffic, what their dwell time is. Here we go. Look at the advancement of information. Bounce rate, average view duration, page visits. So on average, they're visiting almost 3 pages. On top of that, they're on the site for 3 minutes. That's not unnatural, right? Now, what I'm getting at here and why I'm putting so much, what's the word I'm looking for? Annotation. What's the word? It'll come to me. Doesn't matter. I'm insinuating like I'm making it more like exploratory, like look at this, right? Like look at the page visits. Almost 3 per session on the site for almost 3 minutes. Every page looks the same on this site that I'm looking at. Like this doesn't look unnatural. But that's the tip. See, this is some of the insight that it's giving you. And if you scroll down here, look at this. For $4 more grand, you can see even more detailed information. I think that sites that are plugged in, the price goes up because I've looked at some sites and the price is $8 grand, $9 grand, $10 grand in a local market. Now, I think that's other sites that are using SEMrush because the level of data is probably spot on because it's plugged in the SEMrush or it's plugged in the GSC. Can't say for sure, but still, you pay for the data and the level of data, which is great for us. I'm not taking anything away by saying this. I'm just saying. If you're on the other side, you may want to think about some things before you go doing them. All right. Also, too, there is a tracking tool inside of here. But do I think it's worth $100 to have a tracking tool? I mean, they're giving up 1,000 words tracking. I won't say any names of tools. I'm not here to promote, but there's tools out there. You can get 1,000 words tracking for $10. So if you're just using this for tracking, I don't see the value add there. All right. But if you're doing organic research, competitive analysis, backlink analytics, looking at traffic graphs or where are they getting their traffic from, how much, what's the bounce rate? Maybe you're trying to conjure up a CTR plan, right? It's giving you some very good insights. And if you keep my same strategy of finding the average, it's always the same. On pages, averages of the top players. Backlinks is averages of the top players. It's the same for the traffic. What are the top players getting on average? What's their bounce rate? On average, how many pages are being viewed? On average, what's the dwell time? On average of the top players, like what do they look like? That's how you look and you succeed. On page, backlinks, and traffic. So this is how you look at this. Look, it's even going to tell you the sources. We already knew organic traffic, so this is direct. This is probably their manipulation right here. This is the one that's to fluctuate 65% is unnatural. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying. All right. Like it's clear as day. You can't lie with data. IG is down 60%. Maybe they were running some traffic over here. This could be this would make me go look. Oh, what are they doing over there? Do they have a bunch of posts? Do they have views? Were they running ads? No? Sounds to me like they're running traffic through IG over. Who knows though? I don't know. I'm just saying. Right? So this gives you a lot of ideas, a lot of tips, and this is the traffic segment of this video. And then last but not least, is it worth it? I've already touched on this. You know, if you're doing your keyword research using the keyword tool, keyword magic tool, if you're just inside of a month, 30 days, $100, is it worth $100 to come up with a keyword plan for my primary service keywords, like figuring out the variations inside the keyword magic tool, like I shared with you? Like, hey, which ones have the highest CPC? Which ones have the highest volume? Which variations are best, right? Like there's that. Also on top of that, hey, maybe I'm figuring out my video strategy because it shows me the SERP results. Maybe on top of that, I'm trying to figure out my traffic strategy or my paid traffic strategy by looking at competition. You'd have to spend an extra $50 for that month, $150. But even at $150, is it worth it in the information gathering phase? Let's just say it was 2 months. Say it was $300. Is it worth $300 for 2 months to gather up all the information before launching a project? Absolutely. But do I think it's worth the $2,500 for the year or whatever the cost is? I don't. Should you spend the consistent dollars? I don't believe that for a regular small business owner, and I've talked to dozens. Is it worth it? No. If you're just tracking your keywords, there's a lot of other great tools out there for a lower cost. If you're not doing SEO every day, and you're not in the information gathering phase, I don't see the added value here. You know, I'm just being honest. I have more videos like this coming out. There's other tools I want to share with you. Like there's a lot more to this. These are some of the key things though. The keyword magic tool, the organic research, the competitive keyword research, backlink research, competitive backlink research, how to sort the backlinks, anchor text, traffic competitive research. I shared with you a lot in this short period of time. These are some of the main functionalities that we utilize the tool for. Yes, there's others. Yes, I skipped a lot. But this is some of the basic things. I'm going to go ahead and answer any questions if you have them, and then I have to run. But let's go ahead and take a look and see if you have any questions right now for me. If not, I'm going to pop off. Scroll up to the tight. Nice to see you. It's nice to see you, Scotto. Helene, good to see you. Scotto saying hi to Helene. Awesome. Oleg, hey, Chris, I have a question about the video. where he showed how to add schema for a picture in a hex editor. Yep. Yeah. I did it and it worked, but WordPress does not allow me to send this changed image. It says that it is not allowed to add this type of image. That's your theme or your builder. Also, make sure it's a JPEG or a PNG, but it's your server. It's got to be something built in. I've never had a problem with this thing. And if it still gives you a problem, it's something with your builder or your plugin. It's not WordPress, I assure you. As long as it's a JPEG or a PNG and it's not corrupted, you shouldn't have a problem. You're not doing anything. It's nothing black hat or anything shady going on. You've just added schema to the image, but it has to be hosted on the server for it to be read. All right. There's no reason why they wouldn't allow you to do it. It could be your host, it could be your plugin or your theme, but I assure you it's not WordPress. I've done it 30, 40 times, like on different projects. So, like on 40 different sites, I've never had any trouble. So hopefully that helps you out. What file extension is it? Exactly, there you go. Does H1 have to be at the top? No, it does not. Gucci Daniels, does H1 have to be at the top? So no, it does not. The hierarchy would suggest this, but Google is going to read the render DOM, and it doesn't matter where it's placed on the page. It's taking into account the tag. Sorry. Oleg, it is hot as heck in here today. I don't know if you could see that. Sheesh. Moving on. Michael, H1 only shows that it is the most important header on the page. Yes, it is. Not where it should be placed on the page. Bingo, Michael. Michael L is a new addition to the Palmer team. So I love to see good information coming out of Michael. And that is spot on, Michael, in my opinion, at least. So Keith, what a great video. I need to watch it from the start. This might be one I have to watch a couple of times. Glad to make it, Keith. Hey, Keith, good to see you. Sorry is watching me. Thank you for this. Of course, it's my pleasure. Helene, I guess there is something missing in the code, or you're placing the code in the wrong place. Wish I could help you more. There you go. Yes, make sure that you're adding it to either the bottom or the top blocks in the hex editor. It's a very simple process, my friend. I think I'll figure it out. The most important thing is that I know that it works. I just tried it today. It works. It works. Chris, get in touch with me for a few minutes. Need support. I'm from Pakistan, watching you when you only have 20K subscriber, buddy. You are awesome. Thank you, sir. Chris Palmer, are you right? I use a website builder. I will try without it. Hey, Chris did a video on our business with on page. Are you able to advise me a price to take the changes, to make the changes you suggested? Yeah, I think we did a page. I don't know. I've I've looked at a lot of pages since then. Tropical Skips. I remember you, but it's been a while since I was over there. Let's go take a look together while we're here. Tropical Skips. Let me see. What do you have any? I don't think you have any big issues, do you? Skip higher. It almost makes me feel like you're. I mean this. I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but like skip higher. Like the first thing that pops in my mind is that game. I don't know how old my audience is. Well, I do, but I don't know if you've ever played it. You put it on your ankle, and it spins in a circle. and you jump like this, and it counts the amount. And I remember sitting with my buddy. His name was Barry. He lived across the store, across the street from me in Lehigh Acres. And we used to play it, and we used to tell each other, "Oh, skip higher, skip higher, skip higher," like to make it harder. And useless information. But that's what it reminds me of. But I think the best thing to do, um, my friend, is just book a client only, so we can just quickly look over it. And I think we can do it for a very fair cost. If I remember correctly, you don't have a lot of places you want to target. You don't do a lot of services. You really just do one thing in multiple areas. I think you just need to clean up the mess that's there, and put up location pages. I don't think you have a lot of work. It's going to be very inexpensive. Plus, you're in Australia, and I love Australia. So you let me know, man. All right. E4 Entertainment. Can you make a video on Shopify? You know, we're building out another Shopify store. As you can see, it's right here. That's going to be for the done for you service. There's, you know, I don't know where I heard this, but see, there's multiple iterations of business that I've gone through. And I'm not personally in the earn phase, I'm in the learn phase. And yes, I have the SEO, but the business side of SEO at scale is new. And I've been learning as I grow, right? So I want to get away from my name. Of course, I'll be a spokesman. Like, it's still my stuff, but I want to launch different businesses for different verticals. So that's what we're doing here at Team Palmer. But I'm not sure on the name yet. I just called it that. Anyway, and that was it. So I think one of the important uses of Keyword Magic Tool is getting the LSI keywords. I agree. That's definitely one of them. I've shared that in other videos. Again, I have more Semrush videos. I'll always take the angle of, hey, here's what's important. Here's how to use it. Here's how to do it for local business. Here's what actually matters. And here's how to utilize it. I have one that covers that specific thing. So I didn't include that today. But you're 1,000% right. I agree with you. Can you make a video on Shopify? And then Michael, I'll send you a quick ding. And I guess that's it. So it's been an absolute pleasure. I want to thank you for your time today. Thank you so much. If you have not already, please take the time to check out proxypixie.com. There's no one out here offering dedicated mobile proxies for this cost. I guarantee it. And if you find somebody that has dedicated, that's running as fast as us, that's doing it for $1 cheaper, let me know. And we'll work that out. I'm doing competitive match over here. We're looking to scale up this business. We're running super fast. They're dedicated. I have proxies for every need. They're US-based, dedicated mobile proxies. Come check us out. I guarantee you will be happy. With that being said, if you need service, check out chrispalmer.org. Consultation services done with you or done for you. Besides that, if you just want to learn or need a second set of eyeballs, check out the SEOmastermind.org. It's been an absolute pleasure. If there's anything I could help you with, ask in the section below. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.